You can't pay them both. Welcome back to the Team 12 Seattle Seahawks podcast. I'm your host, Team 12s, and today we're going to be talking about how you can't pay Quandre Diggs and you can't pay two safeties. Because Quandre Diggs is safety, and there's no other teams in the NFL doing that. So people are saying that we should extend Quandre Diggs to a long-term extension so we can secure those two safeties, Jamal Adams, Quandre Diggs. I love Quandre Diggs. Quandre Diggs is an amazing safety. But you've already paid Jamal Adams, and you've reset the market there. Then you're going to have to pay Quandre Diggs probably $12, $13 million a year, maybe up to $15, because he's just been playing that good. At the moment, he's playing better than Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams playing solid. He's playing great. There's no doubts about that. But yeah, the defense isn't using him quite right with Ken Norton and such. Pete Carroll always having his hands in offense and defense, like always, which is very annoying. But you can't pay two safeties. No other teams in the NFL are doing that. Barely any teams in the NFL are paying one safety, let alone two. With two safeties, you have Quandre, Jamal, and then you have Bobby. You have Russell Wilson, and Tyler Lockett, and then this offseason you're going to extend DK. And now you have 5 players that are taking up probably $100 million of the cap, of a $200 million cap after cap goes back up this season. So it doesn't work. It's a 53-man roster. You can't fill out a 53-man roster with half the cap. You need at least, I don't know, you need like 70% of the cap, 60% of the cap at least, minimum 60% of the cap to fill out a 53-man roster. 5 guys getting half the money for a year it's not reasonable. In general, it's not reasonable. If 2 of those guys gets hurt, your season's done. If one of those guys gets hurt and then another one isn't good for some odd reason, your season's done. Russell Wilson, he got hurt and right now he's not good. Jamal Adams, he's not amazing. Your season's done, and Quandre Diggs playing great. DK Metcalf playing great, but 2 moneymakers on the team not playing great and injured, and the season's done. So, what does that tell you? And in this new defense that we hopefully bring on with firing of Ken Norton this offseason, hopefully, and a new head coach being brought in with Jody Allen just letting Pete Carroll just play fantasy football right now with his team, then we bring in a 3-4. Jamal worked good, and we just bring in like a Keanu O'Neal or a Marcus May. Just somebody that's upper level, but you're not going to break the bank for. You're only going to be paying $8 million a year, $9 million a year. You're not going to be paying $12, $15 million a year. Maybe even $6 million for Keanu O'Neal. You just need league average or slightly above average at that free safety, and you can get that for a good price. And you don't need to blow the market out of the water for 2 safeties, because no other team's doing that. If they pay Quandre Diggs this offseason, and Jody Allen doesn't fire Pete Carroll before the offseason starts, so like a couple days before offseason starts, or like a couple weeks when the season, like the Super Bowl ends and stuff, like a week later, fire Pete Carroll, get the new staff in here, and let them do their research and think of the players that they want, and then bring those guys in. You just don't bring Quandre Diggs back. It doesn't make sense to pay 2 safeties anyways. It's half the cap cannot go to 5 players alone. 5, 4, 6, whatever. You can't have a couple players take up half the cap. Other than that, I'll have a link in my description for my Discord. And yeah, have a good rest. If you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. It's always super helpful. I'm 6 subscribers away from 100. So that's pretty cool. I started out, I think, about a year ago with this channel, and yeah, I started like as the off season started, and then I like 2 months later I had baseball season. I couldn't upload for like a month. I'll try and figure something out during July for uploads. I might not upload for like a month during July because it's literally baseball tournaments on Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday. And then and Sunday, sometimes Monday. And then the days in between are constantly baseball practice. So I can fit stuff in there in film, but yeah, half the week screwed for filming. So I'll try to figure something out there during the summer. Right now it's basketball season, so I just wake up earlier than normal for school and stuff. So yeah, other than that, have a good rest of your day.